How's it going, everybody? I just wanted to do a quick review and setup tip for the DJ Pre 2 by Art. And I just want to say, so far I'm really enjoying this preamp. I got the Fluence RT81 about a month ago, and I've been really liking that turntable, so I can link that review to the description. But it came with a preamp already in the turntable, and I thought it sounded good right out of the box. Although I was actually interested in seeing, sorry, my cat's behind. Interested in seeing how another preamp would improve the sound of the turntable. And this thing is actually the first thing I noticed actually is the high end is actually a lot clearer than what the Fluence RT81 was providing. That and I think the low end is pretty much about the same, but definitely the high end just had a lot more clarity. People will describe it as having a little bit more open sound to it, but I just think that the higher frequencies are tuned a little better. Now, the other thing too is that it has a little bit more fine tuning that you can have on this preamp. There's the button all the way to the left there that I believe is a capacitance. It's the needle, I believe. I forget exactly what it is, but I did a quick Google search, and it turns out that the Fluence RT81 works better with 100 capacitance. So I went ahead and pushed that button in. When you push them in, they light up. And also it provides a sort of low cut filter that you can also push in as well, and that means that that's on. I tried putting it on something very bassy like Mezzanine by Massive Attack, and I didn't really notice any difference when I put on the low cut filter. I was afraid that it was going to cut out the bass entirely or something like that, but I really didn't notice a difference. So I'm guessing maybe it's taking out stuff that is unnecessary to the sound. Maybe it's just some kind of low rumble or something like that, but I've left it on. And also it has a gain knob right there in the center. I turned it up to about a 4, and if maybe you can see it flashing right now, I actually do have a vinyl playing because I wanted to let you guys see what it looks like when it's actually on. And you can see that every once in a while it clips red, and that's what the actual user manual says, that you want it to be at a point where it clips red at the loudest parts of the album, of the music. And so far I think that's possibly an acceptable amount. You can see it's not completely red, but it flickers every now and then. I am listening to something that's quite loud though, so it probably flickers on a little bit more than usual. The other thing I've actually kind of done here is you can see I've put sort of kind of a light dampening kind of filter on the right blue light. That thing is very, very bright. So when you see people in reviews saying that this thing is super bright and you can't turn it off, it is kind of an eyesore in my eyes. Like I don't really need that to be there. Maybe if it was in a club or something like that, but for home use, kind of unnecessary in my opinion. So I did put on that little filter right there. If you guys are interested, I can try to find if that guy's still in business. He kind of sells these things that are specifically for what's it called, light pollution, as he would say. So yeah, I put that on there, and I think it's much better actually, because again, without it, it's very, very bright. And again, you can't really turn this thing off. There's no off switch, so you kind of have to unplug it if you do. And I do, to be honest. I just kind of unplug it, and then I leave it like that. And then when I want to use it, I just plug it right back in. No big deal. But so far, I actually think this thing is worth the $50. It's pretty cheap in comparison to other preamps that I've seen, and actually works very, very well. So yeah, that's my review. Thanks for watching.